Louis.
Morning. My name is Tony Gonzalez. I am the judge of the Robstown Municipal Court. Today's date is December 2nd, 2020. The time is approximately 10:10 a.m. We are on the record right now. We are conducting these arraignments via Zoom. The hearing is being broadcast live on YouTube. I want to thank y'all for being present this morning. A lot more people were summoned to appear at this hearing via Zoom and did not. You folks did. I want you to know that I appreciate that. What we are having today is what's called the arraignment, or the initial appearance. All that means is that you are appearing in court for the first time to answer to your charges. This is not the place where you are going to present evidence or talk about your case. You simply will be told what you're being charged with, and then you're going to be asked, how do you plead? You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. A plea of guilty and a plea of no contest are essentially the same thing, in that if you plead, if you enter one of those pleas, I will find you guilty and move on to the sentencing portion of your case. The difference between the two is when you plead guilty, you are telling the court that you in fact are guilty and did do what you are accused of doing. If you plead no contest, you are telling the court that you are not admitting guilt, but that you also are not going to contest the charges. That's the difference. If you enter one of those two pleas, like I said, the next thing will be sentencing, or the punishment portion of the case. That's where I decide what fine and court costs are going to be, whether you be placed on whether you will receive a straight conviction, or whether you'll be placed on what's called deferred disposition, which is a type of probation that if you do it successfully, your case gets dismissed, or whether I feel you qualify for the driving safety course program. If I feel you do, I will offer it to you, and you will have the ability to accept or deny it. If you plead not guilty, you will then be sent a notice of a pretrial hearing where you will have the opportunity to speak to the prosecutor who represents the state of Texas. The prosecutor will have the ability to talk to you. If you want to discuss your case with him, his name is Mr. Epi Sassi. If there's anything you want him to consider, that's the time to do it. The prosecutor is the one who brings the case on behalf of the state of Texas. So if you present him with evidence, or if for whatever reason he believes that your case isn't warranted, he has the ability to dismiss your case or recommend dismissing your case if he so chooses. He has the ability to negotiate a plea bargain with you and present it to the court for approval. So my point is, at the pretrial, that is the best place to try to get your case resolved. A lot of times people come to court wanting to discuss their case with the judge on the day of the arraignment. And by law, I'm not allowed to do that. I can only discuss your case when the prosecutor's present. And normally it's going to be at a trial. That's when I'm going to listen to the evidence, and then I'll make a decision on guilt or innocence if in fact you choose to have a trial before the court. I say that because you have the absolute right to have a trial before a jury. If you are unable to come to a resolution at pretrial, you will then receive notice of a trial date. At that trial date, you will have the ability, or you have the opportunity to present your case. It'll be, like I said, in front of the judge, which will be me, or in front of a jury. And then there will be a determination of guilt or innocence at that time. There's some things that I want to let you know before I call your cases. These are all misdemeanor cases with fines that normally do not exceed $500. These are Class C misdemeanors. You have the right to have a trial by jury. You can waive your right to a trial by jury, and you can have a trial before the court, which is me. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will not be appointed to you because there is no chance of jail time in these cases. But an attorney could help you understand the law, could help you understand procedure, and could help you make decisions regarding your case. If you choose to go forward without a lawyer, I will have no choice but to hold you to the same standard as if you were an attorney. So at this time, is there anyone that wishes to not go forward at this time so that they have an opportunity to retain a lawyer? Okay. You also have the Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. What that means is that I won't hold it against you, nor a jury hold it against you if you choose not to testify. It is the state's burden to prove their case, each and every element of their case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. As you sit there today, you are innocent until proven guilty. So that is a very important right that you have as an American citizen. Some other things I want to let you know, there are consequences on certain cases that go beyond this courtroom. You can receive surcharges from the state of Texas for driving without insurance. You can get a surcharge for public intoxication cases. If you have a question whether your case is subject to a surcharge, I strongly suggest that you talk to an attorney before entering your plea. Is there anyone that does not speak English? Probably something I should have asked in the beginning. Okay. So the way this is going to, before I forget, there is an alternative means to payment. If I order a fine and court costs to be paid, and you are unable to meet that financial obligation, there is an application that you can request that I will review. And if you qualify, I have the ability to put you on an extended payment plan. I have the ability to order you to do community service or a combination of those things. So if you find yourself in that situation, if you'll call the court, we will be more than happy to get an application to you so that I can review. Also, because we're conducting these hearings via Zoom, after your hearing, I will confirm your address and your phone number. I will then have a clerk call you because we need to get certain documents to you regarding your plea. And if you enter into some type of, if there's an order issued today, we need to get those documents to you also, which more than likely it's going to be you come by the court, because right now we're open. I don't know if that's going to remain in effect. We're waiting to see with everything that's going on right now regarding the virus. But right now our court lobby is open. So if you are enter into some type of plea today, or you plea and there's an order, we will ask you to come by City Hall to the court offices where you can pick up your paperwork at the windows. Okay. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to put everyone um, back into the waiting room, and then I will bring you out one by one, uh, and uh, and we'll have your case heard. No. Okay. Any questions? Okay. I'm going to put y'all back in the waiting room. Okay, sir. Can you hear me? You need to unmute your.
How about now?
Okay, there we go. Sir, can I have your name?
Anthony Luna.
Okay, you're actually here on a show cause hearing, Mr. Luna. I need to get the arraignments done. I'll be with you shortly. You only have, I think, 3 people that are here, so I will be with you shortly. Mr. Garcia, can you please unmute your microphone, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I have, are you junior or senior?
Junior.
Okay, court cause number 201-100-4451, State of Texas versus Luis Garcia Jr. Garcia, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You are charged with the offense of public intoxication, which should have occurred on or about October 31st, 2020 in Rocktown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of that charge?
Yes.
And do you understand it?
Yes.
As to the charge of public intoxication on or about October 31st, 2020 in Rocktown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
What are my choices?
You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest.
No contest.
Okay. Do you know what those mean? Do you want me to explain them?
Can you explain it to me?
Yes, sir. If you plead guilty or no contest, I will find you guilty, and then I will go to the sentencing portion of the case. The difference between guilty and no contest is that when you plead guilty, you're telling the court that you in fact are guilty, charges you're accused of. When you plead no contest, what you're telling the court is that you're not admitting guilt, but you're also not going to contest the matter. So that's the difference between the two.
Okay.
Okay, so knowing that, tell me how you want to plea.
The same.
No contest?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The court will accept your plea of no contest. Do we have any, does he have any prior public intoxications? No? Okay. Okay, Mr. Garcia, I'm going to place you on 90 days deferred disposition. There's a fine of $230, and costs of $81 for a total of $311. You're also going to have to do 4 hours of an alcohol awareness course. You can do it online. That's going to be due at the end of the 90-day period, which will be, you know what day that is? That'll be March 2nd, 2021. When can you when can you pay the $311, Mr. Garcia?
Right now.
Okay.
Well, can I send in the payment as far as not paying with a credit card or a debit card?
What I'm going to do, Mr. Garcia, I'm going to have one of my clerks call you when we're done here, and they're going to tell you the different methods to get payment over here. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you're actually going to have to come in to sign off on plea forms. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you can pay at that time. Okay.
Okay. That's fine.
Mr. Acosta, let me have your phone number, please. I'm sorry, Mr. Garcia, let me have your phone number.
It's 361
Yes, sir.
941 5157.
Okay, and you're still at 217 Retama?
That's correct.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, any questions before I let you go?
As far as the alcohol awareness program,
Yes, sir.
would they be able to give me a website that I could, take or?
Yeah, when you show up to get your paperwork, they'll let you know which website you can go to.
Okay, so the clerk's gonna give me all the information when I go in, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
If you do everything successfully, at the end of the 90-day period, this case will get dismissed.
Okay.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Garcia. Can you please unmute your mic?
Sir.
Okay.
Me, sir.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Garcia. Court cause number 2001 0011-00455, State of Texas versus Luis Garcia. Can you please raise your right hand?
Yes.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You are Luis Garcia? You can put your hand down. You are Luis Garcia?
Okay, I did yes.
Okay. Mr. Garcia?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, you are charged with the offense of disorderly conduct by abuse or threat, or by using abusive language, I'm sorry, alleged to have occurred on or about October 25th, 2020 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, against Concepcion Hernandez. Are you aware of this charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand it?
I'm aware of it. Yes, sir. I understand.
Okay. As to the offense of disorderly conduct, saying abusive language alleged to have occurred on or about October 25th, 2020 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Okay. The court will accept your plea of not guilty.
It was a misunderstanding, Your Honor.
Okay, you'll have an ability to talk to the prosecutor. And if you are unable to come to an agreement,
Okay.
then I'll be able to hear the case, okay? The court,
Yes, Your Honor. Are they gonna mail me some information, but the prosecutor?
yes, sir. You're gonna get another notice in the mail. You're gonna appear the way we are here right now, but he will be
Yes.
available and you'll be able to speak to him, okay? Mr. Garcia, if
Okay, yes.
trial on this case, do you want a trial by jury or do you want a trial in front of the court?
I guess in front of the court.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Garcia, let me have your phone number, please.
Yes, 361
Uh-huh.
558 7686.
And you still live at 632 West Avenue, I'm sorry, 2203 Gabriel Court in Corpus?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Garcia, so the next thing you're gonna do, I need you to come into the court. We are in Robstown, we're located at City Hall. If you can make your way over here by tomorrow, we will have you sign off on your plea of not guilty. And we'll go from there, okay?
Hey, what time tomorrow?
Anytime, we are open from 8:30? From 8:30 till 5 o'clock.
Okay, and one question, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Am I gonna get arrested and do I have to pay bill?
No, sir. No, sir. These are Class C misdemeanors. We don't put people in jail for these types of offenses. We're gonna just give you the paper, have you sign
Okay.
the paperwork where you're pleading not guilty, okay?
Okay.
Like I told you before, you are innocent
Yes.
until proven guilty, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
Your
so
Honor.
yeah, no one's going to arrest you. When you come to the court, we have a lobby with some windows where the clerks are at.
Uh-huh.
You'll come in there and you'll be able to get, they'll have you sign off on the paperwork, okay?
Okay, yes, sir.
Okay, any other questions, Mr. Garcia?
Before I go further, because I know I'm not guilty because of the evidence of I was wearing a
Right.
mask and all that stuff. People don't understand the way I speak because I have a real bad accent. I know I'm not guilty, but as far as the offense, what does this offense carry? What punishment does it carry?
A fine not to exceed $500. Okay,
so if I just plead no contest, if I don't want to go further, because every day that I miss work is it adds up to that. So if I plead no contest, would I just have to pay the $500 and move forward with my life?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a fine up to $500, but in your case, it would be, the total amount would be $216, okay? One thing I didn't
Yes,
say,
sir.
Mr. Garcia, and I don't know what your situation is, but I usually tell this in open court. If your status in the United States is something other than a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or a no contest could affect your status in the United States. So, and
Yes, Your Honor.
it's just something that I always say in the beginning. So I just want to make sure that you understand that. I don't know what your status is, Mr. Garcia, but
Okay,
if you have a question, whether it's
yes, sir.
going to do anything else, you can talk to a lawyer about it. But
Yes.
if you feel you're not guilty, you have every right to plead not guilty and talk to a prosecutor. And like I said, we do these on the computer. I know some people have been at work and then they go to their truck and car and they can do it on their phone. Okay. But it is your right. If
Yes.
you want to plead no contest, that is also your right. Okay. So you tell me what you want to do,
Yes,
Mr.
Your Honor. Okay, I'm gonna plead not guilty because I am not guilty.
Okay. All right, Mr. Garcia. If you can just make your way to City Hall
Yes.
sometime, I'll tell you this. I know you got to work. Try to make it here by the end of the week, by Friday. Okay, so that gives you a few days to
Okay, yes.
be here. Okay.
Okay, can I be there on Friday?
Yes, sir.
On Friday, Your Honor?
Yes, sir. You
Okay,
can
I'll
be
be
here
there on
Friday.
Friday. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Garcia.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
I think that other girl got on. I think I kept on seeing a girl come in and she would be there for a little bit and then she would disappear. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is the lady. That's probably her. Okay. She's still connected to audio. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, ma'am? Ms. Calloway? Ms. Calloway, can you hear me? She can't hear me. She's gone. She's back. I still can't hear her. Do we have a phone number for her?
1108.
Hmm?
You gotta get a line. Press the line on the left hand side. Go up,
No.
those gray buttons on the left.
Oh,
Press the line.
what is it?
906. 1108.
The number you dialed is not a working number. Please check the number.
There's another number on the bottom.
No, there's no number here. Okay, I'm gonna put her in the waiting room. I'm gonna deal with her later. What is Luna asking for?
Okay. So you could put a payment plan back in
I have no notes here.
No, this is what happened. What's his first name?
Anthony Luna.
I don't remember this. Cynthia does, I wasn't here. I guess you magistrated him or you saw him, you did the show cause hearing at the windows because he was really sick and the girlfriend was with him.
Mhm.
And apparently the girlfriend said she would make the payment, stuff like that. So she says that she would be making the payment plan. Well, they've only made a few payments and this expired on September.
So what is he on?
He should be on an actual payment plan for 6 months.
But is he on deferred or is he on?
Nothing. He was just on an actual payment plan. But she says that he's not mentally stable, this and that. I told them to email me documents. They didn't email me anything. He says that the doctors declared him disabled, but they didn't provide any information.
Okay. So,
Holloway. Did the judge motion to her to call?
What's her phone number?
court calls number 1912007-318 and 20020000791. State of Texas versus Anthony Luna. Mr. Luna, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Luna. You are Anthony Luna?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Luna, you are here today on a show cause hearing regarding total outstanding fines and fees of $335.01. Are you aware of this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It looks like you had entered into an agreement for 6 months to pay off outstanding fines and fees that you have, and now that there's still a balance of $335.01. Tell me what's going on.
I don't make any income. And then my girlfriend, when I went the first time, I don't know if it was you, it was in February. I was sick with bronchitis and then the flu. And I was there and I couldn't, I just was there to be there because we called and said I was sick and y'all said I still had to be there. So I was there and she signed that she was going to try and pay. And then the COVID happened and she got furloughed. So she wasn't making any income and I don't make any income. And then the year just went by and then she called a few times and we paid what we had because even now we still we're playing catch up nonstop. Rent hasn't stopped. Nothing hasn't stopped. And she is the only one who works. So, we got to pay. I know I don't want to go to jail or have a warrant for my arrest because I've never had a warrant for my arrest before. But still, we have to pay electricity, water, and rent first. You got to have those things.
So tell me your employment situation.
I haven't been employed since 2017 because of my mental issues and my physical issues, and I've had 2 surgeries.
Do you have is there anything that you can bring to me or send me showing that you're on disability or that you're disabled?
The only thing I have, because I get a provider who comes every day at 1, is I have my paperwork from my attorney. I think they sent me to just take for doctor's appointments. I don't know if I can ask them to fax something or something like that because they're the ones who deal with all my disability stuff.
So you don't have anything from Social Security saying that they've declared you disabled, or you're just saying that you're trying to be declared disabled?
I'm trying to be declared. My hearing's on the 28th.
How much is he paid?
I don't know if it matters. I tried to tell a lady, I got the ticket because I was driving my grandfather's vehicle and the sticker was expired. But I rarely drive, and I was driving because she said y'all weren't connected to the people. There's I think it was like a social security or something office, because we just moved here last year. At the time, we had no money for rent, and we were going to the place to go apply to get us rent assistance. And we got pulled over there, and because the sticker was expired in the car, and had no insurance. And I asked my granddad to if he can get the sticker for the car, because it wasn't my car. I borrowed it for just that day because it was an emergency, and it got stolen from his property, so I could never get the sticker. And then I asked at the time, but they said no, if I could, because I had a truck at the time before it broke down where the sticker was updated, and they said no, it had to be that vehicle that I was in, and that, like, the vehicle's gone.
Right. So, and I can appreciate that, Mr. Luna. Let me ask you this, and let me just confirm this. So right now, you are unable to work, correct? Because you've got some disability issues going on that you are currently dealing with legally. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And because of those disabilities, you are unable to do community service?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I think even if you were able to right now during COVID, it's hard to find that. I tell you what, Mr. Luna, you've made some efforts here to pay some of this off, and I can appreciate your situation. I'm going to find that you in fact are indigent and are unable to meet this financial obligation on both cause numbers, 1912007 and 2002007991. And you are unable because of your disability, which you swore to me, you're under oath, and you swore to me that in fact you are unable to do community service because of your disability. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Based on the evidence I've heard here today, I'm going to order that the remainder fine and court cost be waived at this time.
I really appreciate it, sir.
Okay, Mr. Luna. So good luck to you. I hope things work out with you. But as far as this court's concerned, the matters before us here today are going to be closed out. Okay.
I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir, Mr. Luna. Any other questions from me?
Is there anything else I need to do or talk to? Or
No,
anyone
sir.
Okay. I appreciate it, sir.
You're welcome. You have a good day.
You too, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so this poor lady keeps on calling in and she gets disconnected. It looks like she's walking around trying to find signals. Okay, let me get this signed.
It's not your obligation,
Yeah.
to pay his. I said,
I think the whole situation with his car, it's a registration. It normally would have just been like $20,
but because he got the failure to appear.
Yeah.
Was she the last one?
Yeah. Natalie, I'm leaving the blanks of what's owed on these things because I don't know.
It's right there. On application.
Yeah, totals. I need to do with individuals. 33501.
No, let's hear that. 5401 and
Oh, there it is. Okay, Miss Calloway. Did I give you Miss Calloway's paperwork? Yeah. Put it with all that. So she was on somebody's property, on a property. See, this is not very descriptive, you know? Yeah. Okay, what's the number?
5292.
Hello,
Yes, can I speak to Michelle Calloway?
this is Michelle.
Okay, Ms. Calloway, this is Judge Tony Gonzalez with the Robstown Municipal Court. I know you've been trying to connect to the Zoom
Yeah.
hearing regarding your arraignment. It looks like you're having some connection problems because we can't hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
So we're going to conduct this hearing over the phone. Okay, Ms. Calloway?
Okay, sounds good.
We are on the record, so everything we are saying is being taken down on the record. I'm going to call the case. Court calls cause number 201-1004456, State of Texas versus Michelle Calloway. Ms. Calloway, can wherever you're at, can you please raise your right hand?
Yes.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Ms. Calloway, you are charged with the offense of violating City Ordinance 3.03.008, which is, I'll read it to you, which states that any person who shall willfully refuse or fail to leave a building which has been ordered vacated under the terms of this article, or shall enter a building which has been ordered vacated under the terms of this article, or who shall enter an area around such building that has been declared to be dangerous, and a notice of such declaration has been posted at the doors of the building, and any person who shall interfere with or hinder the vacation, repair, or demolition of any building under the terms of this article shall be guilty of a misdemeanor and shall be subject to a fine of not more than $200. That's what they're charging you with. Basically, they're saying, I guess, that you were at a residence at 111 South Florida Street in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, on or about November 10th, 2020, and that there was signage posted on that residence in accordance to City Ordinance 3.03 .008. Okay, so do you understand what you're being charged with?
Yes.
Okay, so as to the charge of violating City Ordinance 3.03.008 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, on November 10th, 2020, as to that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
The court is going to accept your plea of not guilty. Ms. Calloway, if you have to have a trial on this matter, do you
I
want
shut
to?
up and I was not there for not even 5 minutes. I met
Ms.
somebody.
Calloway, hold on.
Yes.
You probably didn't hear me earlier. All we're doing today is taking your plea. You're going to have an
Okay.
opportunity to speak to a prosecutor, and we'll probably have to do it over the phone if you are unable to connect to the Zoom hearing. But you're going to have an opportunity to speak to the prosecutor and discuss your case with with the prosecutor. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put on here that you're pleading not guilty. If you have to have a trial, do you want it before the judge or a jury?
Well, I don't. Can I just pay the fine then if I have to go through all that? I mean, I just shut up and I was there for 5 minutes. Not
No.
even 5 minutes. But I mean,
If all I can do here is take your plea, if you plead not guilty, if you plead guilty or no contest, then we can discuss a fine. If you plead not guilty, then it goes on to the next part of the process, which is a pretrial where you'll be able to speak to a prosecutor. If you're unable to resolve your case at that time, then it'll go to trial.
okay. Well, I'm just gonna plead no contest
Okay.
and see if I could set up a payment plan then.
The court is going
I
to,
mean, with my phone and all that and the hearings and, trouble with that. I don't know how long I even have this on. I think it's been shut
hold
off.
on, hold on, Ms. Calloway, hold on.
Okay.
The court is going to accept your plea of no contest.
Okay.
Now, Ms. Calloway, now that you've pled no contest, now you can tell me whatever you want to tell me. Tell me what happened in this situation.
I just met somebody and at the bus station, and I don't even remember his name. And he was just like, come here with me. We could stay here for a little while because I needed to rest. I showed up with him. We weren't there like maybe 5-10 minutes or something. Not long at all. And then the cops showed up and arrested both of us. I don't know him. I don't know the area. I didn't know it was trespassing or whatever, city ordinance or dangerous or whatever you said. I had no idea. But I mean, I guess regardless if it's,
And where do
whether
you,
or not I knew if it's guilty for me being there anyway, then I'm just gonna plead no contest. And with my phone trouble and all that, with the hearing and
right,
jury or trial, whatever.
where do you live, Ms. Calloway?
Right now, I'm staying in a hotel before I get an apartment.
Okay, is that in Robstown or in Corpus? Where are
It's
you?
in Corpus. It's in Corpus.
Okay. Are you going to have an ability to come to Robstown? Because there's some paperwork you're going to have to sign off on.
Okay.
Can you
Yeah,
do
I
that?
can try to come in today or tomorrow.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, Ms. Calloway, does she have any priors with us? I'm going to accept your plea of no contest. I'm going to place you on 90 days deferred disposition, okay? If you do what I ask you to do, the case is going to get dismissed, okay?
Okay.
Ms. Calloway, the fine is normally $110 on this case and court cost of $86. I'm going to lower that fine to $50.
Okay.
What would the court cost be then? Okay, and cost of $86, okay? So
Okay.
that's going to be a total of 146 now? A total of $136, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to give you, I'm going to give you till the end of the 90-day period to pay the $86, okay? That's going to be due March, what is that again? What did we say? March 2nd, okay?
Okay.
The $50 for the fine, what's the soonest you can pay that?
I don't really have money right now, but I can make like a $20 payment on it when I come in to fill out paperwork.
Okay, that'll work. And then
That's all I got.
what I'll do is I'll have the remainder of that amount will be due in February, and that'll be February 2nd.
Okay.
So that'll give you some time. If for whatever reason at the end of February, there's still a balance, you just need to make arrangements to talk to me so we can make sure that you're in good standing, okay?
Okay, I will.
All right, Ms. Calloway. So I need you to be here before Friday. We're open from 8:30 to 5, so you can sign off on your paperwork.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, Ms. Calloway, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, the time is 11 o'clock and we are off the record. I need to wait a little bit to get off the record on the Zoom.